Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect 2. Last we left off, we were looking at our private terminal. I have since gone through and cleared out all of the ones that are like special items that are supposed to, just letting you know, hey, here's some of the extra DLC content and stuff like that. But let's look at the other messages here. From Counselor Anderson. On the off chance that the rumors are true and you actually are alive, I need you to come and talk to me on the Citadel. A lot has changed in the last 2 years. You put me on the council, and it's only fair that you be allowed to speak for yourself about what we've been hearing. Huh. Deal struck with Zaid Masani from the Elusive Man. Shepard. We've reached an agreement with veteran mercenary Zaid Masani. You may know the name. Zaid has been involved with some of the best known and some utterly unknown military operations in the Terminus systems, and is feared as a ruthless and relentless bounty hunter. I felt you might need a man with his skills on your mission, so I arranged to have him join you. You will find him on Omega, where he's wrapping up his current bounty. Don't worry about his fee. I've taken care of that personally. On a related note, rendezvous with Kasumi Goto. From the Elusive Man, Shepard. At great cost and effort, we have tracked down the master thief Kasumi Goto and convinced her to work with you. Very few people have ever heard of her, and fewer can claim to have seen her in person. She is unequaled at stealth and infiltration, and her skills will prove invaluable in your mission. Travel to Sakura Ward on the Citadel. There, you will find a special ad terminal that differs from the usual. Input the password, "Silence is golden," to begin the rendezvous. Alright. Lost contact with survey ship. From Project Walker. This is another DLC message. In fact, all of these are DLC messages. Commander, the MSV Rosalie, a survey ship with Cerberus connections, has gone missing. The survey team was field testing a new prototype, the Hammerhead Planet-Side Exploration Rover. In addition, scientists Dr. Manuel Case and Dr. Robert O'Loy are aboard the MSV Rosalie and conducting research for us. We need you to find the ship, her survey team, and the doctors. And telling us where to find it. And Normandy crash site located. From Admiral Hackett. Commander Shepard. Our scans in the Armada system have turned up something that we thought you should see. The final location of the record of the SSV Normandy. We thought this news might be important to you, but we also have an ulterior motive. The Alliance would like to honor the Normandy with a monument to be built on the site of the ship's final resting place. We'd like to invite you to place the monument and be the first to walk on the site. There are still 20 crew members unaccounted for from the attack on the Normandy. If you find any signs of these lost crewmen, we ask that you report to the Alliance so these heroes' families might find some closure. Godspeed to you, Commander. And these I will address later. So, we've got some places to go, places to see. But first, let's go to our cabin. It's worth checking out. This is empty for now, but you can actually pick up fish, and you will have to feed them on a regular basis. So, if you want to keep track of your achievements, you check here. And, yeah. There's also the private terminal up here, so you can check the very same things. And there's even a picture of Caden. Very sweet. You also can customize your gear right in your cabin here. You can also play some music. All of these are from Mass Effect 1. There we go. Something nice and peaceful for Shepard's cabin. More things will show up here. Oh. And there is the model ship collection. You will also want to add to this, if only for amusement's sake. Oh, and Shepard has a bathroom. Just in case you needed to see that. You can also ask Edie about each of the rooms, but you know what, I'm actually not going to bore you with all of that. So let's go down to engineering. And this is one of the places where you can actually look at a map to tell you kind of where everything is. But you won't need to. So, port cargo hold.
Access to this room is currently restricted.
As is that one over there. Now, before we go into that room, let's check the subdeck. Engineering subdeck. There really isn't anything here yet. But let's just get a good look at it. Interesting. You'd want to keep that place in mind for later. And so here we are over in engineering. And we have 2 new crew members, Engineer Daniels and Engineer Donnelly.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
Calibrate. This is a word you will come to dread.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there is an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected. It's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Where'd you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The Council backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seem to be doing that.
Interesting. Someone else who has left the Alliance because... well, anyway.
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
Well, that's nice to hear.
So why did you join, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. He'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
Oh.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
Precious.
I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you she would.
And you can talk to Edie here as well, and if you wanted to get a good look at this thing. Beautiful. Cerberus knows their shit when it comes to rebuilding stuff. But nice to see more people who have essentially, well, effectively joined the crew because they wanted to be on Shepard's side, and they didn't like what the Alliance was doing to her reputation. Or the council for that matter. I'm gonna have a lot more bleh about the council soon enough. More rooms that are blocked off. There's also the women's restroom. There's nothing interesting in there. Crew quarters.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Well, my family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
Well, that's kind of sweet. And kind of discouraging. Also, here's the men's restroom.
Shepard, the women's restroom is on the starboard side of the ship.
And life support is currently denied access, as is the port observation deck. But here is the mess hall.
Chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. As Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
Do you have everything you need?
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
No, give me the list.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
And there really isn't much
I won't
else
take any
that's
more of your
interesting
time.
here.
Back to work.
But the quest is kind of cute. Miranda's office. Well, this is a nice little setup.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
Except it's not official, it's a splinter cell group.
But those organizations are regulated by governments.
Oh.
Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the elusive man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
I actually did not know that that was the way that she was going to be responding there.
Are you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific. But we're all working towards the same goal. We keep our ranks and structure similar to the Alliance. A lot of our recruits started there, but not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the elusive man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
What can you tell me about the elusive man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
Except perhaps maybe Shepard, but that's neither here nor there.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
It sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my abilities.
At the same time,
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
well, that's good to know.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander, whatever you need.
I'm just gonna poke around your bedroom, because, you know, that's totally cool. So that gives a little bit more insight into Miranda and her character. Ah, the main battery is still locked for now. And here's the medical lab. Dr. Chakwas?
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
I'm shocked. You're serving on a Cerberus vessel now?
Surprising, even to me. Yet, here I am. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
I've got Cerberus funding.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center, a very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
Have I mentioned that I love Chakwas? She just continues to get better as the series progresses.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
And we can't really access the AI core either. So yeah, Dr. Chakwas is deciding to join us on this journey. That's actually kind of awesome, all things considered. So, back to the Combat Information Center, the CIC, as Joker referred to it.
No messages for you, Commander.
Alright, so she generally will let you know, like if you've got a new message waiting for you.
How may I help you, Commander?
And you can also ask.
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
Okay.
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
She seems really eager to talk with Shepard, doesn't she? Well, on that note, we're just about out of time for this installment of Let's Play Mass Effect 2. But I hope to see you next time, where we finally leave and go someplace else than just walking around the Normandy. I hope you enjoyed the tour, and hopefully it'll help you be familiarized with the way that this ship works now. And I hope to see you next time.